We come back to Evergreen High School here in Evergreen, Colorado. I'm Chris Brom with Fort Morgan Mustangs baseball on B106 and B106.com. They finalized introductions of the Mustangs starting lineup and now doing introductions for the Lewis Palmer Rangers. And while they're doing that, it'll give us an opportunity to look at some stats here for Lewis Palmer, who will be taking on the Mustangs in this second game of the 2A district tournament. The team batting average for Lewis Palmer entering today, .405. This is a very good offensive team. They enter with a 16-3 overall record, 14-0 in league play. They are currently ranked 18th in the state of Colorado. .519 the on-base percentage, and a .219 team ERA with a .936 fielding percentage. They throw the ball well, they hit the ball well, and they field the ball well, which is usually a good combination for success if you're a good baseball team. We take a look at the starting pitcher for the Lewis Palmer Rangers, and that's Colin Cesari. He's a junior, has pitched in 18 games this season. He has 9 walks, 10 strikeouts.
Number 13, Ben Stinson.
Now let's take a look at the correct stats here. Let's take a look at pitching stats. There we go. He's pitched in, let's see, he's pitched in 44 innings. He has a .80 ERA, 7 wins, no losses, and 1 save. Some very solid numbers for Cesari, who will be on the mound today. In addition to that, he's given up just 5 earned runs, 13 walks, 61 strikeouts in that 44 innings pitch. So a very solid starter on the mound for the Rangers this afternoon. Taking a look at the Mustangs, they interplay with a 14-5 overall record, 12-0 in league play. They're currently ranked 93 in the state of Colorado. Their batting average as a team, .314, not bad at all. On base percentage of .445. They've hit 9 home runs overall as a team, so some pop in the middle of that lineup. .325 the team ERA and a .916 fielding percentage. So this should be a fun matchup between the Mustangs and the Rangers here at Evergreen High School. And as I mentioned, the winner of this contest will play Evergreen at 3 o'clock this afternoon, and we'll move on to the state tournament next weekend. A whale of a game on tap for you here on B106 and B106.com. And, of course, wouldn't be possible without the help of our sponsors like Morgan Federal Bank, a bank that's committed to their community and keeping banking simple. When you need banking advice, stop by and see one of their loan officers Monday through Friday at 321 Ensign. Morgan Federal Bank. There is a difference. Also, State Farm Insurance. Let the State Farm Insurance office of Greg Mullen in Brush help you find the best policy to fit your life. Home, auto, life, health, State Farm Insurance is here for you and your family. Give Greg Mullen a call today at 842-4555. I want to thank them and all of our sponsors for helping us out with these broadcasts. And, of course, we're getting ready for some Mustangs baseball. The lineups, the coaches have all been announced, and we're ready to go.
Again, we won't do the anthem today since
there won't be a national anthem for today's game since they played one at the start of the tournament. So that means the Rangers are going to take the field. The Mustangs will be coming up to bat, and we're ready to get underway. Due up first here for the Mustangs in the top of the first inning. 1, 2, and 3 in the lineup. And that would be Kyle Daniels, the center fielder, Chris Anderson, the DH, and Reyes Rodriguez, the second baseman. Colin Cesari, number 30, the starting pitcher, a tall, lengthy right-hander, getting his warm-up pitches in here as we get ready to start things off. As we look around the infield for the Rangers and set up the rest of their defense, playing first base today will be Carson Hawes. At second base will be Brian Timms. Third baseman is Billy Cook, and at shortstop will be Ben Stinson. Left field, Connor Weath. In center field will be Vincent Nall, and playing right field today will be Paul Tillotson. The catcher is P.J. Underwood, making up the battery there. That's your defensive alignment for the Rangers. As I mentioned, the second baseman, Timms, will be DH'd for today, and Hank Kunzelman will be the DH for Lewis Palmer. Couple of very talented teams set to do battle here in the 4A District 2 tournament. And we're ready for the first pitch. Digging in will be the center fielder, Kyle Daniels.
Center field, number 4, Kyle Daniels.
Daniels, a left-handed hitter against the right-handed Ciceri. The umpire gives the signal, and we're ready for the first pitch of the afternoon. And it's poured in over the plate for a called strike. First pitch is brought to you by Ingmeyer Phillips Insurance. With 2 locations in Brush and Fort Morgan, Ingmeyer Phillips can help you with home, car, health, or life insurance questions or needs. The second pitch just a bit outside, and it's 1-1 to the leadoff hitter, Kyle Daniels. That pitch is fouled off, back over the screen and out of play, and it's quickly 1-2 to the Mustangs' leadoff hitter. A pleasant afternoon here in Evergreen, a little bit overcast, but not too bad, as Daniels laces one down the left field line and foul. Count will hold steady at 1 ball and 2 strikes. This is game 2 of a 3-game tournament here at Evergreen, as the 1-2 pitch is wasted foul again, and we'll do it over. 1-2 the count to Daniels. Daniels chokes up on that bat. Swung on and missed, and he'll go down on strikes for the first out of the inning. And that'll bring up Chris Anderson, the DH.
Number 10, Chris Anderson.
Anderson, another left-handed hitter against this right-hander Ciceri. And the first pitch is just off the outside corner for a ball. A good at bat from Daniels leading things off, forced Ciceri to throw a few pitches. That one's bounced right back to the mound. Ciceri lobs it over to first for the easy out. And there are quickly 2 down here in the top of the first.
Now batting for Fort Morgan.
That'll bring up the number 3 hitter,
Reyes Rodriguez.
number 11, second baseman Reyes Rodriguez, 2 away. As the first pitch just misses for a ball. Rodriguez, a right-handed hitter, takes the second pitch high and outside for ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes the count here as we get underway. Pitch number 3 is in the dirt and away for ball 3. It's quickly 3-0. Ciceri working quickly the 3-0 delivery on the outside corner for a called strike. It's 3-1. Ciceri doesn't mess around. He gets the ball, he gets the signal, he delivers from the windup, and that one just misses apparently off the outside corner, and it's a 2-out walk to Reyes Rodriguez, and that'll bring up the cleanup hitter, Wes Anderson, playing first base today.
Number 9, first baseman, Wes Anderson.
Ciceri working out of the stretch as that one's lined on one hop to the second baseman, fielded cleanly and thrown on to first for the out. A walk with 2 outs, a runner left on, and no damage done. We head to the bottom of the first. Mustangs nothing, Rangers nothing, right here on B106 and B106.com. We head to the bottom of the first inning at Evergreen High School, no score. And the Mustangs were unable to bring a runner home in the top of the first, and the Rangers will step in for their first at-bats of the afternoon. The bottom of the first brought to you by Premier Farm Credit, still the lender of choice for America's farmers and ranchers. They understand and are passionate about agriculture, and they're dedicated to serving America in good times and in bad. Premier Farm Credit, the gold standard in ag lending. As we get ready for the bottom of the first inning, the first pitch to the leadoff hitter, Connor Weath, is just off the outside corner for a ball. Pitch number 2 is on the outside corner for a called strike. Jared Bohm, the starter for the Mustangs this afternoon. The right-hander delivers, and the 1-1 pitch bounces in the dirt. Good block by the catcher, Schneider. And it's 2 balls and 1 strike to Connor Weith, the left fielder, leading things off. Weith, Ben Stinson, the shortstop, and Paul Tillotson, the 1-2-3 hitters due up here. And that pitch is lined back up the middle for a base hit. A leadoff base runner for the Lewis Palmer Rangers.
Number 13, Ben Stinson.
Ben Stinson, the shortstop, due up now. The right-hander digs in. Bohm will work out of the stretch with the runner on. Quick throw over to first. Weith dives back in. Bohm's first delivery, a breaking ball, touches the outside corner for a called strike. It's 0-1. Bohm, a senior this year, has had a very solid year on the mound. Another throw over to first, keeping Weith close. Bohm, as I mentioned, a 2.88 ERA this season. As the second pitch, fastball off the outside corner for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike, the count. 7 wins, 1 loss in 48 and 2/3 inning pitched for Bohm. There's an off-speed pitch in the zone for a called strike 2. One ball, 2 strikes, the counts to Stinson. And that one is just off the outside corner. Good frame job by the catcher, Schneider. That was a perfect 2-strike pitch. Just far enough out of the zone to entice a swing. Here's the 2-2 delivery from Bohm. That one's bounced to second. Fielded there cleanly. Throw on to second for 1. On to first. Double play. Nice work up the middle as that ball was fielded nicely by Rodriguez on a couple of hops. The throw on to Zwetzik at short and back on to first for the double play. We'll score that one 4-6-3. And there are quickly 2 away, and that'll bring up Paul Tillotson, the right fielder, for Lewis Palmer. First pitch from Bohm is swung on. Bounced on 1 hop over to third. Cosman throws on in plenty of time to retire the side. So a leadoff single, but a double play leads to a 1-2-3 inning for the Mustangs. We head to the top of the second. No score here on B106 and B106.com. No score as we head to the top of the second on B106 and B106.com. The Fort Morgan Mustangs headed to the plate, and they will bring James Blackston, Jared Bohm, and Joey Schneider to the plate here in the second. And the first pitch to Blackston is ripped foul and out of play down the right field line. Quickly, no balls and 1 strikes. That pitch is swung on and missed. A good off-speed pitch from Ciceri. And it's quickly 0-2. Ciceri does not mess around. He is getting the ball and he is rocking and firing. That one is bounced foul at home plate. Still 0-2. Mustangs got a 2-out walk back in the first, but they were unable to do anything with it. The 0-2 pitch, outside and in the dirt for a ball. It's 1-2. Blackston playing left field today. The 1-2 delivery. That breaking ball misses outside again, and it's 2-2. 2-2 delivery from Ciceri, laced down the right field line and into right field for a base hit. So Blackston will be aboard with a leadoff single, and that'll bring Jared Bohm to the plate. Bohm, the last time I covered a Fort Morgan Mustangs game, hammered a home run to right center field, so some pop in that bat for sure. And he'll step in with a runner on and nobody out as the Mustangs look to get on the board first in this one. The first pitch, a breaking ball that misses high for a ball. 1 ball and no strikes. Sisiri, the lanky right-hander, working out of the stretch with the runner on, checks the runner, comes set, glove at the chest, delivers, and that fastball misses outside, and it's quickly 2 balls and no strikes. Sisiri went 3-0 on Reyes Rodriguez back in the first before walking him on 5 pitches. That one is looped into right field. The second baseman coming over and making a nice running catch to retire Bohm, and scrambling back in time, James Blackston. That one was just sort of poked down the right field line, and the second baseman,
Joey Schneider.
Timms, did a nice job of racing over and making the catch. Joey Schneider, the catcher, will step in. Schneider ready for the first pitch, and he swings and misses for strike 1. Runner on first, 1 out here in the top of the second. Fastball on the outside corner for a called strike. Schneider steps out for a moment, collects his thoughts. He's ready for the 0-2 delivery. Sisiri checks the runner, comes set. Here's the delivery, and that one misses outside for ball 1. Runner was moving on the play, and the pitch is fouled off. Still 1-2. Schneider steps back in. Sisiri comes set. Here's the 1-2 delivery, and that breaking ball is swung on and missed for out number 2. Second strikeout of the afternoon for Sisiri.
Number 12, Tony Zwetzig.
That'll bring up the shortstop, Tony Zwetzig. And the first pitch misses for a ball to Zwetzig. It's 1 ball and no strikes. Sisiri comes set, delivers. That one's high, 2-0. Blackston, the runner at first. He singled to lead off the inning. That 2-0 delivery is bounced on a couple of hops over to second. Fielded there by Timms. Throw on to first to retire the side. Another base runner for the Mustangs, but he's left stranded. We head to the bottom of the second inning. Still no score at Evergreen High School here on B106 and B106.com. No score as we head to the bottom of the second inning at Evergreen High School between Lewis Palmer and Fort Morgan. The Mustangs taking to the mound, and the middle of the Lewis Palmer lineup is due up. Carson Hawes, the first baseman, will take the first pitch he sees from Jared Bohm and rifle it foul back over the backstop and into the parking lot. I didn't hear it hit a car, so I think we're okay. P.J. Underwood, the catcher, due up next, and then the pitcher, Colin Sisiri. Bohm's 0-1 delivery is poured over the plate for a called strike 2, and it's quickly 0-2. Rangers got a leadoff base runner in the first, but he was erased on a double play. Breaking ball misses just off the outside corner. Good 0-2 pitch from Bohm, and it's 1-2. Bohm likes Sisiri working quickly, gets the ball back on the mound, delivers from the windup. Here's the 1-2 pitch. That breaking ball is in the dirt, and it's 2-2. Good block there by the catcher, Schneider. A couple of evenly matched teams here in the 2A district tournaments. Just what you'd expect in postseason play. Bohm ready. Winds up, kicks and deals. That 2-2 pitch is rifled foul down the left field line, and Count will hold steady at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Of course, this bottom of the second inning is brought to you by MMI International. Before your next mixer or feeder truck purchase, compare the MMI design, craftsmanship, and service. They continually outperform their competition hands down. Call them at 842-5161. The 2-2 pitch from Bohm misses off the outside corner, and that'll run the count full to 3-2. Bohm's full count delivery, and the breaking ball bounces in the dirt for ball 4. So for the second time this afternoon, for the second inning in a row, the Rangers have a leadoff man aboard. P.J. Underwood, the catcher, will step in now. First pitch is a called strike, and it's no balls and 1 strike here in the bottom of the second with a runner on and nobody out. Bohm's 0-1 delivery is bounced on a couple of hops to short. Fielded cleanly by Zwetzik, on to second for 1, over to first for a double play. 2 innings in a row, a leadoff man on. 2 innings in a row, a double play to erase said leadoff runner. And there are now 2 outs and nobody on. Last inning a 4-6-3, this inning a 6-4-3 double play. And Colin Ciceri, the pitcher, will step in with 2 away. Bohm's first delivery is a little high and tight for a ball. Bohm delivers from the windup, and that one is ripped past the diving third baseman and into left field for a base hit. Ciceri takes a big turn at first, but he'll hold there with a single. So a 2-out base runner now for the Rangers, and Hank Kunselman, the DH, will step in. The big left-hander digs in. He's hitting in place of Brian Timms, the second baseman. Timms made a couple of nice defensive plays already in this one. Bohm pitching from the stretch, checks the runner, gets the sign he wants, and delivers, and that one is bounced foul down the right field line. And it's quickly no balls and 1 strike. Quick throw over to first, and in with a dive is Ciceri. Another throw over to first. Ciceri back in safely. No balls, 1 strike. The count to the number 7 hitter, Hank Kunselman, the DH. The runner goes. That one swung on and missed, and no throw down to second. Schneider appeared to double clutch there, and Ciceri slides in with a stolen base. No balls and 2 strikes, the count. Now a runner at second and 2 away. The delivery. Breaking pitch off the outside corner. And it's 1-2. Bohm's done a nice job of getting to 2 strikes and then delivering that off-speed pitch just off the outside corner. A nice 0-2 pitch. Here's the 1-2 delivery. And that one is swung on and missed for out number 3. A couple of base hits, a double play, and a strikeout. A runner left on. We head to the top of the third, no score, as the Mustangs come to bat on Morgan County's B106 and B106.com. Austin Cosman, the number 9 hitter for the Mustangs, due up here in the top of the third inning. No score at Evergreen High School between the Mustangs and the Lewis Palmer Rangers in the 2A District Tournament. And the first pitch from the right-hander Ciceri is off the outside corner for a ball. 1 ball, no strike to count. That pitch is swung on, foul, tipped into the glove for a strike. It's 1-1. 9-1-2 due up for the Mustangs here in the top of the third. The 1-1 delivery is ripped into right field. Back going the right fielder. Takes a couple of steps and makes the catch for the first out. Tillotson took a nice route to the ball there to record the first out of the third inning.
Kyle Daniels.
Kyle Daniels, the center fielder, will bat now. He's hitting leadoff today. Struck out in his first at bat back in the first. And he watches one miss for a ball. 1-0. Top of the third brought to you by High Plains Bank. Hometown service on a higher plane. That's High Plains Bank. Visit the friendly staff at 502 Central Avenue in Wiggins for assistance in opening a loan, equity line of credit, or checking account. See what over a century of customer service can do for you at High Plains Bank. The 1-0 pitch missed outside for a ball, and it was 2-0, and the 2-0 pitch on the outside corner for a called strike. Ciceri working quickly as he does all game long. The 2-1 pitch is bunted foul down the third base line, and it'll be 2 balls and 2 strikes to Kyle Daniels. As I mentioned, no score here in the top of the third at Evergreen High School. The 2-2 delivery is smacked foul down the third base line, and we'll do it again. Good crowd here at Evergreen. The 2-2 delivery off the outside corner, and it's 3-2. Daniels had a good at bat in his first time up. Struck out, but saw a good number of pitches. And checks his swing there. Did not go around, says the home plate umpire, and he'll take ball 4. A 1-out base runner for the Mustangs, and Chris Anderson, the DH, will step in. Anderson grounded out to the pitcher his first time up. Hit a slow roller back to the pitcher, Ciceri. Quick throw over to first, and Daniel slides back in safely. Anderson, another left-handed hitter against this right-hander. Ciceri not working quite as quickly as he's keeping an eye on the runner. Daniels, the first pitch misses high and away for a ball. And that'll draw a visit from his catcher. The catcher, Underwood, just going out there reminding his pitcher to settle down. He's not following through on his pitches. Perhaps a little too concerned about Daniels at first. Quick turn and throw over to first. A good move by Ciceri. He's got quick feet on the mound. He works quickly. He's got quick feet. This is a quick young man. And he delivers as that one is bunted foul. It's 1-1 to Anderson. No score here in the third. Mustangs looking to play small ball as Anderson tried to lay down a bunt there. 1-1 the count. Ciceri taking a look over at first. He delivers. That one is bounced back towards the shortstop. Underhanded to first for one. Throw on to underhand to second for one. On to first for a double play. That'll do it for the Mustangs. They go 1-2-3. Still no score as we head to the bottom of the third right here on B106 and B106.com. We head to the bottom of the third at Evergreen High School between Lewis Palmer and Fort Morgan. No score as the first pitch is grounded over to second, fielded cleanly by Reyes. Throw on to first in time for the out. A one-pitch out for the third baseman, Billy Cook. That'll bring up the number 9 hitter, center fielder Vincent Nall. 8, 9, and 1 due up here in the bottom of the third for Lewis Palmer. No score. The bottom of the third is brought to you by Valley View Villa. Look to the team at Aspen Rehabilitation inside Valley View Villa for your sports rehab, short-term or long-term care needs. Stop by 815 Fremont or call them at 867-8261. First pitch in there for a called strike. Second one is swung on and missed, and it's quickly 0-2 the count to Nall, the number 9 hitter playing center field today. No score with one away in the bottom of the third. And that pitch is swung on and missed. Bounced in the dirt. The tag applied, and there are quickly 2 away. And we go back to the top of the lineup. 2 strikeouts for Bohm already and a couple of double plays. He has given up a walk and a base hit, a couple of base hits. but his defense has done good work behind him. The first pitch to Connor Weath, the left fielder, is ripped foul and out of play down the right field line for a strike. Weath led off the ballgame with a solid single to center field, but was quickly erased on a 4-6-3 double play back in the first inning. Bohm working from the windup. The 0-1 delivery is lifted foul and out of play back towards the parking lot. I'm glad I parked the other direction. Quickly, no balls, 2 strikes to Weath. Bohm, like his counterpart Sasiri, working quickly. That one is popped up into center field. Reyes drifts over and makes the catch, and the side is quickly retired. 1-2-3 go the Lewis Palmer Rangers. We head to the top of the fourth. No score right here on B106 and B106.com. Got ourselves a pitcher's duel as we head to the top of the fourth here on Morgan County's B106 and B106.com. No score in the top of the fourth as the Mustangs come to bat. Top of the fourth brought to you by B&B Appliance. They carry a full line of in-stock and ready-to-be delivered Whirlpool appliances. With the world moving towards more green energy, it's time for you to recycle the old and get in with the new appliances, that is, at B&B Appliance. First pitch of the inning is a called strike. Second pitch is lined foul and out of play to the second baseman, Reyes Rodriguez. No balls and 2 strikes. Rodriguez walked in his first at bat. Sasiri delivers the 0-2 pitch. That one misses off the outside corner for a ball. Sasiri working extremely quickly here. The 1-2 pitch ripped into right field, drifting over the right fielder Tullitson, and he makes the catch for the first out. Couple of hard hit balls to right field for the Mustangs in this one, but unable to find some green so far. That'll bring up Wes Anderson, the first baseman. Wes grounded out to second his first time up. And the left-hander will take the first pitch inside for a ball. Nice recognition by the PA announcer here, recognizing all of the moms today in honor of Mother's Day. As the second pitch is ripped into left field for a base hit. Anderson will take a wide turn at first and hold there with a base hit. A one-out single for the Mustangs' first baseman. And that'll bring up James Blackston, the left fielder. Blackston singled in his first at bat. First pitch, just high for a ball. Blackston steps out, trying to slow down the pace of the right-hander Sasiri here. That one is popped up, drifting into shallow left field. The left fielder calls off the shortstop to make the catch. That would be Weath making the catch. And there are now 2 down.
Number 8, Jared Bohm.
Jared Bohm, the pitcher, will step in. Bohm 0 for 1 today. He popped out to second in his first at bat. Both pitchers pitching a whale of a ball game so far, as the quick throw over to first has Anderson diving back in. Easy to see why these two pitchers have been so successful this season. As the pitch is bounced over to third, couple of hops there, fielded nicely, throw on in plenty of time, pulls the first baseman off the bag, but he's able to apply the tag, and that'll do things here in the top of the fourth. We head to the bottom of the fourth, still no score, right here on Morgan County's B106 and B106.com. And we head to the bottom of the fourth inning. Still no score between the Fort Morgan Mustangs and the Lewis Palmer Rangers. The bottom of the fourth brought to you by Ackley Building Center, your one-stop center for home improvement projects. Ackley Building Center located at 1402 Mill Street in Brush. Your one-stop shop for flooring, paint, tools, appliances, and much, much more. Due up here in the bottom of the fourth inning, the shortstop, Ben Stinson, as he takes the first pitch for a ball, swings and misses at the second pitch, and it's 1-1. Paul Tillotson, the right fielder, and Carson Hawes, the first baseman, also due up in this fourth inning. Somebody looking to put a run across at some point. Breaking ball misses high, and it's 2-1. Check that, it's 1-2. That one misses in the dirt, now it's 2-2. Stinson grounded into a double play in his first at-bat. And he takes inside, and it's gone full, now 3-2. The 3-2 pitch is ripped into the gap in right center field for a base hit. Moving over quickly with the ball and tossing it in is the right fielder, Aguilar, to hold the runner at first. A leadoff single for Stinson, and that'll bring Paul Tillotson, the right fielder, to the plate.
Number 2, Tillotson.
Tillotson grounded out to third in his first at bat. He's 0 for 1. Not a whole lot of offense to go around so far for either team. In fact, no offense in terms of runs, as we're scoreless here in the bottom of the fourth. Stinson gets his lead, and a quick throw over to first has him diving back in safely. Tillotson, the right fielder, steps in. Here's the first pitch, and that one's off the outside corner for a ball. Bohm working out of the stretch with the runner on. Takes a look over at first. Delivers the 1-0 pitch. And that breaking pitch is a called strike. And it's 1-1. A cloudy, overcast day here in Evergreen. So far the rain has stayed away, which is good. That 1-1 pitch is lined past the diving shortstop and into center field for a base hit. Rounding second and going to third is Stinson. He's going to slide in just ahead of the throw. And moving up on the throw is Tillotson. So there will now be runners at second and third with nobody out. A single for Tillotson. He moves up to second on the throw. There are now two runners in scoring position, nobody out. And we're going to have a quick visit here at the mound. The infield, the coach, the catcher, everybody gathering. Make sure they're all on the same page. First real scoring opportunity for either team in this one. Quick conference has come to an end. Good opportunity to remind you that Mustangs baseball is brought to you by Stubbs Gas and Oil. If you're tired of the same old lunch and dinner menu, switch it up. Pick up something new from the hot and cold deli sections at Stubbs Gas and Oil. Great food at low prices at Stubbs Gas and Oil in Wiggins. The first pitch from Bohm to the first baseman Hawes is ripped into left field for a base hit. One run will score. The second run comes around to score. And it is now 2-0 in favor of the Lewis Palmer Rangers on a solid single to left from Carson Hawes. 3 straight singles to lead off this bottom of the fourth inning. And what was a scoreless ball game has now turned into a 2-0 ball game in favor of Lewis Palmer.
Number 14, Underwood.
That'll bring up P.J. Underwood, the catcher. Underwood grounded into a double play his first time up, and he watches one by for a ball. Runner at first, nobody out. The 1-0 pitch misses low and away, and it's 2-0. Colin Ciceri, the pitcher, is on deck. Bohm comes set. Here's the pitch from the stretch. The 2-0 pitch misses just high, and it's 3-0. Perhaps Bohm's confidence a little shaken here after giving up 3 solid singles to lead off the inning and a couple of runs. The 3-0 pitch on the outside corner for a called strike. It's 3-1. Bohm comes set from the stretch. The 3-1 delivery is in the dirt. The ball bounced away from the catcher for a moment. He threw down to second, but it was a walk anyway, as that was ball 4. And it looks like we're going to have a courtesy runner for Underwood, the catcher. And that'll be number 10. I'll bring up my roster here and see who that is. First pitch is bunted down the third base line, and it'll roll foul for a strike. The courtesy runner, number 10, Chris Flynn, a junior for Lewis Palmer. Colin Ciceri, the pitcher, is at the plate. He singled his first time up. First pitch was bunted foul. It's 0-1. We've got runners at first and second. Nobody out. 2-0 in favor of Lewis Palmer here in the bottom of the fourth. Spin and throw back to second. The runner back in safely. Bohm, the right-hander, steps off the back of the rubber for a moment. Ciceri steps back in the batter's box. Bohm comes set from the stretch, checks the runners. Here's the delivery, and that one's bunted right back to the pitcher. Good bunt by Ciceri. Throw on to first is in time to record the first out, but it's a successful sacrifice nonetheless as Ciceri moves the 2 runners into scoring position with 1 away. That'll bring up the DH, Hank Kunzelman. Kunzelman struck out his first time up. Bohm paints the outside corner with an off-speed pitch for strike 1. If you're Bohm, you'll be looking for a strikeout here, obviously, with a couple of men in scoring position and only 1 out. That one is grounded on a couple of hops. Diving stop by the second baseman, Rodriguez, and he can't make the throw in time. So Kunzelman will be safe at first. Hawes will come around to score, and the runner will move up to third. So runners on the corners, still only 1 out. And Billy Cook, the third baseman, will step in. Cook grounded out to second his first time up. And Bohm steps off the back of the rubber. 3 runs in here for Lewis Palmer in the bottom of the fourth. Still just 1 out. Runners on the corners. Chris Flynn, the runner at third, running for P.J. Underwood. The breaking ball from Bohm is a called strike, and it's 0-1 to Cook. Hank Kunzelman, the runner at first, he reached on an infield single. That breaking ball is laced foul and out of play over into the adjacent baseball field. Youth kids having a hard enough time and don't need to add 2 baseballs to the field. The 0-2 pitch is grounded right back to Bohm. He looks the runner back to third, throws on to first in time for out number 2. That was good work defensively by Bohm. Had plenty of time to field the ball, look the runner back to third and make the throw over to first to retire the hitter Cook. 2 outs now, and Vincent Null, the center fielder, will step in. Null struck out on 3 pitches in his previous at-bat. He'll watch one miss just off the outside corner for a ball. 2 down, runners at second and third. 3-0, Lewis Palmer in the bottom of the 4th. That one's grounded over to short, picked up by Zwetzik, fires on to first in time, and that'll do it for the Rangers here in the bottom of the 4th. But they do push across 3 runs, and they lead 3-0. We head to the top of the 5th. 3-0 Lewis Palmer right here on B106 and B106.com.
Leading off the top of the 4th inning.
We go to the top of the 5th inning here with the Mustangs trailing 3-0 on B106 and B106.com. Excuse me, I said the top of the 5th. It's the top of the 4th inning. And this top of the 4th inning is brought to you by Central Auto Parts. You want your vehicle and farm equipment to be in top shape, so make sure you take care of them. Purchase the best quality parts and accessories at great prices at your local Napa store. Central Auto Parts in Fort Morgan. Joey Schneider, the catcher, is at the plate. And the first pitch missed outside. Second pitch, a called strike. And the third pitch was just off the outside corner for ball 2. That pitch is swung on and missed. And it's 2-2 to Schneider. Schneider struck out in his previous at-bat. He's 0 for 1 in the afternoon. Ciceri from the windup. And that high fastball is swung on and missed. 2 strikeouts for Schneider this afternoon. And that'll bring in Tony Zwetzik, the shortstop.
Now batting for Fort Morgan.
Tony grounded out to second, his first time up. The right-hander Ciceri works quickly, and the first pitch misses outside for a ball. Ball 2 off the outside corner, and it's 2-0. Top of the 4th. Nobody out. 1 out. 3-0. Lewis Palmer, as that one's grounded over to second. Fielded there by Timms. He throws on to first for out number 2. Second time this afternoon that Zwetzik has grounded out to second. Austin Cosman, the third baseman and number 9 hitter, will step in. Austin flew out to right field his first at bat. And he'll watch the first pitch dance off the outside corner for a ball. Should Cosman get on, that would bring the Mustangs back to the top of the lineup. Second pitch, high fastball is swung on and missed. And it's 1-1. Swing and a miss on that pitch, and it's 1-2 the count to Austin Cosman. Mustangs giving up a 3 spot in the bottom of the 3rd, trail 3-0 here in the top of the 4th. The 1-2 pitch misses off the outside corner, and it's 2-2. The 2-2 pitch, high and away, ball 3. Cosman steps back in there. The 3-2 pitch, swung on and missed in the dirt. The catcher will throw on to first in time to finish the out. Score that a strikeout and a 2-3 putout, and 3 outs for the Mustangs. We head to the bottom of the 4th inning. Mustangs trail 3-0 on Morgan County's B106 and B106.com. And we head to the bottom of the 5th inning here on B106 and B106.com. A little confusion by the PA announcer and the scoreboard operator, but it is, in fact, the bottom of the 5th inning, and the bottom of the 5th is sponsored by Mr. D's Ace Home and Farm Center. For all your farm and ranch supplies, including Purina feeds and everything, stop by any of the Ace stores in Fort Morgan, Sterling, and their newest location in Brush. 3-0 in favor of Lewis Palmer as they come up to the plate here in the bottom of the 5th inning. And that pitch is grounded over to short. Throw on to first in time. Nice throw from Tony Zwetzik to record the first out of the inning. Got to double check my stat sheet to make sure I was on the right. Yes, that was the leadoff hitter, Connor Weath, who grounded out to short. That'll bring up Ben Stinson, and the first pitch he sees is lifted into right field. Camped underneath is Aguilar, and he makes the catch to record out number 2.
Now batting for Lewis Palmer.
Nice quick start to the bottom of the 5th inning for Jared Bohm, hoping to get his offense back on the field in the 6th inning, trailing 3-0 in the 2A district tournament. First pitch is bounced foul and back to the screen for a strike. Paul Tillotson, the right fielder, he singled to lead off the 4th inning, the 3-run 4th inning. Watches one miss just outside and maybe a little bit low for ball 1. It's 1-1. Tillotson would come around to score the first run for Lewis Palmer. As the 1-1 pitch misses in the dirt, it's 2-1. The 2-1 pitch, that one's in the dirt, and it's now 3-1. Correction, Stinson led off the 4th inning with a single. Tillotson followed that up with a single of his own. Both of those guys would come around to score the first 2 runs for Lewis Palmer. Carson Hawes, the first baseman who's on deck, drove in both runs. He would come around to score as well. 3-0 Lewis Palmer. The 3-1 pitch is on the inside corner, and that'll run things full. Tillotson 1 for 2 on the afternoon. As he steps in, here's the full count delivery. That one is smacked into right field. Back going to right fielder Aguilar, and he's going to watch that one sail on out of here. A solo shot for Tillotson, the right fielder, and that's going to push the Lewis Palmer lead out to 4-0. And that'll bring up the first baseman Carson Hawes, who's 1 for 1 on the afternoon. 2 outs, nobody on. 4-0 Lewis Palmer here in the bottom of the 5th. Quick meeting on the mound between the infielders and the pitcher Bohm. Hawes walked in his first at bat and then singled in a pair of runs and would come around to score, and he grounds the first pitch he sees back up the middle and into center field for a single. He's now 2 for 2 on the afternoon. And P.J. Underwood, the catcher, will step to the plate.
Now batting for Lewis Palmer, number 14, P.J. Underwood.
Underwood grounded into a 6-4-3 double play and is walked, officially 0 for 1 this afternoon. Bohm trying to get the final out here in the 5th without any further damage as the breaking ball paints the outside corner for a called strike. Hawes takes his lead at first. Throw over there just to check on him. He slides back in safely. 2 down. Runner on first. The 0-1 delivery is swung on and missed. 0-2. Good fastball on the outside corner from Bohm. Here's the 0-2 pitch, and that breaking ball just misses off the outside corner. 1-2 the count. Can't get much closer than that. And that breaking pitch is swung on and missed. In the dirt, throw on to first to complete the out. And that'll do it. Another run comes around to score on the home run from Paul Tillotson. It's 4-0 in favor of Lewis Palmer. We head to the top of the 6th on Morgan County's B106 and B106.com. We head to the top excuse me, we head to the top of the sixth inning. 4-0 in favor of Lewis Palmer over the Mustangs here on B106 and B106.com. I'm Chris Polbrom, and this top of the sixth is sponsored by Equitable Savings and Loan, Northeast Colorado's locally owned hometown savings and loan with locations in Fort Morgan and Brush. They have the financial solutions for you.
Leading off the top of the
Due up here in the top of the sixth, the top of the Fort Morgan Mustangs lineup, Kyle Daniels, Chris Anderson, and Reyes Rodriguez, 1, 2, and 3. Daniels is struck out and walked 0 for 1 officially on the afternoon, and he'll watch the first pitch of his third at bat miss low for ball 1. Ciceri, working quickly as he has all afternoon, delivers a pitch on the inside corner for a called strike. That pitch bounced on a couple of hops back to the pitcher Ciceri. He jogs over and lobs it underhand to first to record the out, and there's one away in the top of the sixth. The winner of this matchup will play at 3 o'clock against Evergreen High School. This tournament, win and you're in to the state tournament. Lose and you go home. The two winners will meet in the championship game at 3, although both will be guaranteed a spot in the state tournament. First pitch to Chris Anderson, misses inside for a ball. Anderson is grounded out to the pitcher and grounded into a 6-4-3 double play, 0 for 2 today, as he rips one foul down the right field line and out of play. It's 1-1. Evergreen defeating Air Academy earlier today by a score of 3-1. Anderson trying to bunt. The 1-1 pitch is fouled back to the screen, and it'll now be 1-2. Can't imagine that you'd see a bunt here on 1-2. Could be wrong. Wouldn't be the first time. Just ask my wife. The 1-2 pitch is delivered, and it swung on and missed. Bounced in the dirt, but the catcher will throw on to first, and that'll take care of Anderson. A strikeout and another 1-3 putout. 2-3 putout.
Batting for Fort Morgan, number 11,
Reyes Rodriguez, the second baseman, will step in. He walked back in the first inning. He's also flown out to right field. Rodriguez, the right-hander, steps into the batter's box and watches the first pitch touch the outside corner for a called strike. It's 0-1. Ciceri works extremely quickly, and the 0-1 pitch bounced on a couple of hops over to third. Throw bounces over to first, but a nice pick there at first to record the out. 1-2-3 go the Mustangs in the sixth. They trail 4-0 as we go to the bottom of the sixth right here on Morgan County's B106 and B106.com. Welcome back for the bottom of the sixth inning here on B106 and B106.com. Bottom of the sixth brought to you by Morgan Community College. Visit MCC online at morgancc.edu or stop by the campus for a personal advising session that will get you on the right track and find out what options are available to help you. Imagine your possibilities, believe in yourself, and achieve your goals with MCC.
Question number 10, Chris Flynn.
Due up here in the bottom of the sixth inning, we'll have a pinch hitter for the pitcher, Colin Ciceri. It'll be number 10, Chris Flynn, who was the courtesy runner for P.J. Underwood in a previous inning, and he takes the first pitch and ropes it foul down the left field line for a strike. It's 0-1. The 0-1 pitch is lifted into right field. Running over and diving and making the catch is Aguilar. He had to cover a lot of ground to get to that one, laid himself out and made a spectacular catch to record the first out of the inning.
Now batting for Lewis Palmer, number 7, Hank Kunselman.
Hank Kunselman, the DH, will step in now. Kunselman has struck out and hit an infield single. And the first pitch is chopped foul back to the screen for a strike. Bohm remains on the mound for the Mustangs, and his 0-1 delivery is high. It's 1-1. For nothing, the Lewis Palmer leads. Out one's chopped over to second. Fielded there by Reyes. Throws on to first in plenty of time. And there are now 2 away. One rough inning so far for the Mustangs, that 3-run inning.
Now batting for Lewis Palmer, number 25.
The biggest difference in this ball game. Billy Cook, the third baseman, will step in. He's grounded out to second, grounded out to the pitcher, 0 for 2, and he takes the first pitch high for a ball. The breaking ball is in there for a called strike. It's 1-1. That one is swung on and missed. And it's 1-2 now. Bohm seems to have regained some confidence, found some focus after that 3-run inning. He's worked quickly, and he has 2 outs here in the 6th. That one's grounded back to the pitcher Bohm. He throws over to first, and that'll do it for Lewis Palmer here in the bottom of the 6th inning. They lead 4-0, however, as we go to the 7th. The bats need to come alive for the Mustangs, or their season comes to a close. Top of the 7th coming up on B106 and B106.com.
Top of the 7th inning.
We head to the top of the 7th inning here at Evergreen High School between the Fort Morgan Mustangs and the Lewis Palmer Rangers. Lewis Palmer up 4-0. Mustangs 3 outs away from ending their season unless they can put 4 runs across here in this one. The first 2 pitches are low and in to Wes Anderson, the first baseman. It's 2-0. Ciceri on for his 7th inning of work here. He catches the bottom of the zone for a called strike. Top of the 7th brought to you by AC Ice. They're supporting local high school sports throughout Northeast Colorado. When you need ice, don't settle for just any old frozen water. Get AC Ice. You can find it at any of your local convenience stores. Anderson grounds one over to first, and it's bobbled by the first baseman. And Anderson will be safe. Haas unable to field it cleanly, and it'll be an error on the first baseman, and the leadoff man is on. James Blackston will step in, the left fielder.
Morgan, number 16, Anthony Arroyo.
Anthony Arroyo will be the courtesy runner for Anderson at first base. James Blackston, the left fielder, steps in. He's singled and flown out to left field. The first pitch from Ciceri is high and away for a ball. Mustangs looking to mount a comeback here in the top of the 7th. They trail 4-0. Nobody out. Runner on first. Ciceri delivers, and that'll miss high again, and it's 2 balls and no strikes. Ciceri trying to finish off the complete game shutout. He's worked all 6 innings so far, and he misses again, and it's 3-0. Perhaps his concentration a little bit rattled here to lead things off. The error on the first baseman, Haas, has the leadoff man aboard. The 3-1 pitch over the middle of the plate for a called strike. Your typical get-me-over pitch with a 3-0 count. Jared Bohm, the pitcher, is due up next. The 3-1 pitch is lifted foul and out of play and smack dab into the middle of the youth baseball field next to us. Like I said earlier, it's hard enough to play baseball without 2 balls on the field at the same time. Here's the 3-2 pitch, and it's popped foul and over there into the field yet again. Count still holds at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Blackston doing a good job of extending this at bat. That 3-2 pitch is swung on and missed. Blackston goes down swinging.
Now up for Fort Morgan.
And Jared Bohm will step in.
Number 8, Jared Bohm.
Bohm, the starting pitcher this afternoon, he's gone the entire way. Offensively, he's popped out to second and grounded out to third. 0 for 2. He steps away from a breaking pitch, but it touches the inside corner for a called strike. Anderson, the runner, Arroyo, the runner at first, running for Anderson. as that pitch is popped a mile high over to short. The shortstop ranging over makes the catch for out number 2. And the Mustangs are down to their final out.
Now batting for Lewis Palmer. Now batting for Fort Morgan.
Joey Schneider, the catcher, will step up. With 2 outs and a runner at first, Schneider has struck out both times. And he watches the first pitch over the outside corner for a called strike. 4-0, Lewis Palmer leads, 2 down here in the top of the 7th. Winner goes on to play the championship game at 3 o'clock this afternoon. As the second pitch is swung on and missed, and they're down to their final strike, here are the Mustangs as they try to mount some sort of comeback. Schneider steps out, takes a deep breath. Now he digs back in. Ciceri with the 0-2 delivery. That one's just off the outside corner. A good 2-strike pitch, and it's 1-2. Anderson, the leadoff hitter, reached on an error. The courtesy runner Arroyo is at first. 2 down. The 1-2 pitch. Breaking ball in the dirt. A good block by the catcher, as that's ball 2, and it's 2-2. Should Schneider find a way to get on, Tony Zwetzik would be due up next. Ciceri, the pitcher, checks the runner at first. Here's the 2-2 pitch. That one's too far inside, and it's 3 balls and 2 strikes. The Lewis Palmer fans not particularly happy with the call there, but it was inside. One of those pitches that the Mustangs fans offered a big sigh of relief. The Lewis Palmer fans offered a big groan of, oh my gosh. And the 3-2 pitch is a called strike 3 on the outside corner, and that'll do it. The Mustangs fall in this one, 4-0. And we will take a break and come back with the post-game show on Morgan County's B106 and B106.com. We come back to Evergreen High School here in Evergreen, Colorado on Morgan County's B106 and B106.com. The Mustang post-game show brought to you by Buildings by Design. Knowing who you can trust to do a good job is the tough part nowadays, but when you hire Buildings by Design, you can trust they'll get the building you want, when you want it, and at the quality you deserve. Start your build project right. Start with Buildings by Design. Unfortunately, not the finish the Mustangs had in mind as their season comes to a close. They fall 4-0 to Lewis Palmer this afternoon. A very well-pitched ball game on both sides. Just 1 inning really the difference in this one. As we take a look at some of the stats, Lewis Palmer, that big 3-run 4th inning, kind of the undoing for the Mustangs, including 3 straight singles, a walk, a sacrifice, and an infield single to plate 3 runs, and then a home run from the right fielder Paul Tillotson drove in the 4th run for Lewis Palmer. Tillotson is our performer of the ball game. 2 for 3 on the afternoon, a home run, an RBI, and 2 runs scored. Another solid performer offensively for Lewis Palmer was Carson Hawes, who went 2 for 2 with a couple of RBIs and a run scored. But, of course, a huge nod to Jared Boehm, who went the entire 6 innings, pitched a complete game. Unfortunately, just couldn't get any run support from his offense. In fact, looking at the stats, just 2 hits on the afternoon for the Mustangs. A single from the first baseman Wes Anderson and a single from the left fielder James Blackston. They both went 1 for 3 on the afternoon. Everyone else was 0 for in the scorebook. A very talented Fort Morgan Mustangs team, 12-0 this year in league play, 14-5 overall. Nothing at all to hang their heads about. They did a fantastic job this season, and they will go back and honor their seniors who will be graduating and look forward to the year ahead with their returning players. Should be a whole lot of fun. This is very talented Fort Morgan Ball Club. While we're on the topic, also want to offer some congratulations to the Northeastern Plainsmen. They unfortunately were booted from the Region 9 tournament this weekend in Lamar, Colorado. They lost their 2 games to end their season as well, but they did a fantastic job finishing 2nd in the Region 9 to to head to the tournament. Another solid season from the Plainsmen. Got word that the Sterling Tigers fell this morning as well in their game against... who did they play in that game? I'd have to take a look, but apparently they lost today as well, so their season has come to a close. Haven't heard from our own John Beltran about the Brush Bee Diggers, but I'm sure you can follow along on KSIR Sports, and Facebook and Twitter to find out more information. It's been a great season, been a whole lot of fun. Don't forget, baseball fans, if you're a fan of baseball, you can continue to follow the game. We'll have Sterling Express Baseball on our sister station, 105.7 KPMX, all summer long. Their season kicks off on May 30th. That's going to do it for this post-game show. Another congratulations to the Fort Morgan Mustangs on a hard-fought season, a hard-fought game. They go home with their season in the books, but not with their heads held down. This was a fantastic pitching performance all the way around. Well done to the entire team, to the coaching staff. Good job, guys. We offer you a big round of applause. For the cast and crew back at the B106 studios, my thanks, and my thanks to you, the listeners. I'm Chris Brom. Have a great weekend, everybody.